Yeah, today concept is overloading. Overloading. What is overloading? If at all, a function, if at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of hogs, comma, number of hogs, if we write, then that concept is overloading. If at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of arguments or number of arguments, if we write, then that concept is called overloading. Same function we are writing number of times in the same class. Same function if you write number of times, automatically it will show you error message. But here I'm changing different arguments like type of args or number of args differently I'm writing, so it will not show any error. If at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args or number of args, if we write, then that concept is overloading. Same function number of times I'm writing in the only one class. So if at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of arguments, number of arguments, if we write, then the concept is overloading. So same function number of times I'm writing but with different arguments. So with different arguments means type of args or number of args I'm writing in the same class, so that concept is called overloading. That concept we will discuss now. Right, go to Eclipse, go to SRC, take the new class and taking class name is over. Keep the mark public static void menu, click on finish. So I'm writing function public static void add. I'm writing function name is add. Here I'm taking two arguments int a comma into b. Before going to this concept, first of all you should know only one thing, that is variable. What is variable? What is variable? Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location. It is a name given to a one memory location. It is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value, which can hold a value, which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. That value will be changed in future number of times. What is variable advantages? Reusability, easy to update, easy to maintain. Easy to update, easy to maintain. Variable syntax, data type, variable name equal to value. Data type, variable name equal to value. Simply we can write int a equal to 10. This is the variable declaration. So data type, variable name equal to value into a equal to 10. So data type, variable name equal to value into a equal to 10. Okay, variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. Variable advantages: reusability, easy to update, easy to maintain. Easy to update, easy to maintain. Right. Come to concept, overloading. Overloading concept. So I'm writing one function. I'm writing one function, add function I'm writing. So now I'm storing one variable into res equal to A plus B. So I'm printing that variable S5 SO control space RES. Copy.
Double quote.
No need. I'm printing, madam, not double code. I'm storing one variable. I'm
Okay.
printing here. If you write double code, it will print RES into
Okay.
C.
Okay.
Next. First and second is example for number of arguments example. First function I wrote only 2 arguments. Second function I wrote 3 arguments. So, and first and third is example for type of argument example. First and third is example for type of argument example. Same function, add function, add function, add function. First I have taken 2 arguments. Here I am taking 3 arguments. Here I am taking 2 arguments only. So first and second is example for number of argument example. First and third is example for type of argument example. Add 10 comma 20. It will execute first function. Add 10 comma 20 comma 30. It will execute second function. Add 0.4 comma 0.3. It will execute third function. It will execute third function. So save, click on run. Answer is 30, 60, 0.7. 30, 60, 0.7. This is the concept, overloading concept. If at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args or number of args, if we write, then that concept is called overloading. That concept is called overloading. And here next concept, sir, each and every time whenever you are writing function, you are writing void. Why you are writing void? Why you are writing void? Why you are writing void? So I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. I don't want any return value. I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. If you want to return value in the place of void, if you mention the data type, automatically it will give you the return value. That return value we need to store into one variable and we can print it. So here why we are writing void? I don't want any return value. I don't want any return value. I don't want any return value. That's the reason I'm writing void. If you want to return value in the place of void, we need to mention the data type. Once if you mention the data type, it will give the return value. Got it? Why I am writing void? I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. If you want a return value in the place of void, we need to mention the data type. Once if you mention the data type, it will give the return value. So try it once. So in the place of void, I am writing int data type I am mentioning. So it is showing error. Why? Because it will give the return value. Just write return. Just write return. Okay, next. In the place of void, I am writing data type int. It will show error. Just write return. All right. So in the place of void, I am writing double. It will give return value. That's the reason it's showing error. So write return. Right. So we need to store into one variable into x equal to into y equal to double z equal to. So we need to store into one variable and we need to print SYSO control space x
Y
SYSO
from
control space y SYSO control space z. So same answer we can get it. But what we are doing here, just in the place of void we are writing data type. So if you write the data type, it will give the return value. So it is giving return value. We need to store into one variables and we can print it. Here you should remember only one thing. Here if it is declared as a integer, we can't pass decimal values. We can't pass decimal values. We can't pass decimal values. We can't pass. I declared as a integer. We can't pass decimal values. So here is double. We can
We
pass.
can
We can pass integer values.
integer.
Integer values. Like see here I can pass 4 comma 4 sorry 4 comma 3. So result should be 7.0. ఇక్కడ మనం decimal value here we can't pass decimal value. So it is
Yes.
showing error. Right. That is the concept. If I run answer is 7.0 will come. Why? Because that is the decimal double data type. 7.0 will come. Okay. That is the concept. That is the concept. That is the concept of overloading concept. Overloading and void. Overloading and void. Just to practice it. This recorded file I will send you. And before that, one more concept. Just you have doubt. You raised a doubt before class. So that doubt I will clarify. So next class, next concept, reflection API. Reflection API. API means application programming interface. Application programming interface. What is reflection API? Reflection API contains some set of predefined classes. Among them, one of the class, method class. What is the method class? Method class reference can hold any other method in the specified class using same reference we can invoke that method. API contains some set of predefined classes, among them one of the class method class. Method class reference can hold any other method in the specified class. Using same reference we can invoke that method. Simply my definition, this is my definition. Using method class reference, we can call the static function from another class. We can call the static function from another class. Using method class reference, we can call the static function from another class. What is that concept? We will discuss now. Using method class reference, we can call the static function from another class. So API contains some set of predefined classes. Among them, one of the class method class. What is the use of method class? Method class reference can hold any other method in the specified class. Using same reference, we can invoke that method. Or using method class reference, we can call the static function from another class. Right. Go to Eclipse. I'm taking one class. Go to SRC, take the new class. I'm taking only one class API. Only class I'm taking. I'm writing one function. Public static void login. SYSO control space login here. Okay, right. Save. I have taken only one class, that class name is API, and I wrote one function, that function name is login. Go to SRC, take the another new class. Class name is X, something I am taking X. Keep the mark public static void menu. So if it is, I wrote function, static function I wrote. So if you want to call the static function from another class, so simply we can give class name API dot function name login. Arvind garu, just observe. Class name dot login. We can call the function. If you want to call the static function from another class, if you want to call the static function function from another class, class name, previous class name, function name. Okay. This is the method, sir. Okay, na? Arvind garu and Navata garu.
Okay.
Got it? Class name and function.
Function.
Okay. This is normal technique. So, but so today concept is method class. So how we can do? So first store in one string is equal to login. Method m equal to API previous class name API dot class dot get method s get method s m dot invoke m dot invoke m. Method class reference is m. Using that same reference we can invoke that method. That is the concept. So after writing this, it will show you underline add throws. Throws add it. How to add throws I will explain you next concept. Right. So I wrote function name is login. So that login I am storing in one string. String s equal to login. Method m equal to method. This is the predefined class in Java. Predefined class. Method reference name m equal to API previous class name dot class get method s. S means string login. M dot invoke m. So simply we can call that function. Login here. Simple, easy concept.